What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trev2323, TREV2323. Subscribe, like, and share. This is just going to be about the millings right here, because I told you before I put the millings down because a lot of people were walking their dog. I had maintained grass all through here, and they were walking their dog and letting their dog crap over here. So I got free millings, and I said I would never do it again unless somebody else hauled them over here for me. I made about 10 to 15 trips in my Astro van. I put plastic down in my Astro van, and me and my son just kept shoveling and kept shoveling as much as we could get. And this is about maybe 3 inches of millings deep. Okay, now this is why it says you got to be out here at least once a week, or at least once every other week, because I have not been out here. It's the end of June already, and this is what happens if you don't maintain your millings. It just gets overgrown with weeds anyways. All your millings get overgrown with weeds. So all that should be dead in probably about 48 hours, because I just treated it. And just once a week you should come out here. I call it kill everything killer. It's the grass and weed killer is what you should, you need to treat it as big as your millings are. That's as big as you need to treat. Now some people told me to try pouring Portland all on top of the millings, and it should set in the gravel and it should be more solid. And other people say just pour the tar over it, and I'm thinking about pouring the tar over it, but my wife says no, let's just have it taken up and concreted. So realistically, instead of putting all these free millings here, it is maintaining. But in the winter also, you know, we got the carport here with the car. You can't go over it with the snowblower, because with the snowblower, I actually went over it with snowblower and cracked my wife's windshield on the car, and that was not nice. Okay, so this is the carport we have here. This is kind of maintaining we have to do. We do got the cantilever fence right here, and I showed how to install the motor. They wanted $2,500 from the company that did the fence, and I bought the motor for $168. I showed a video how to do that. But with a cantilever fence, you cannot just leave it also, because I treat it every year. See, I treat it anywhere there will be rust, and I'm showing you right here. See, there's rust forming right there. So this right here, I got to scrub all this down with vinegar and water. You scrub it down with vinegar and water. It should be painted off, and then after you scrub it with vinegar and water, you repaint it, and you maintain this, because this right here, if it rusts through, you're going to have a lot more major problems than just maintaining the fence right here and maintaining your millings. Now I don't got my selfie stick, but I wanted to show you on top of this carport. There's a part where you can see right there, there's a little rust line right there on top of the carport. See a little rust line? So that's going to mean I got to climb on top of this carport and sand it. It's a red scrubber pad. You could get them from the car dealers, not car dealers, like O'Reilly's and AutoZone and Eastwood, and they're red scrubby pads, and you scrub it down with like 1 part vinegar, 2 parts water, and you scrub all of it down, and then it'll turn black, and then you could go ahead and repaint it. I don't know if you can see it up here. Actually, it's giving me a shot up here also. So that's what you got to do to maintain this, and you do it with a little bit of vinegar and water. Leave it about 15 minutes, it'll turn black. Wash it off with regular water, dry it, and then primer, paint, and top coat. I always say top coat, but it's because top coat is what gives you the protection from the sun. Okay, now outside here, I talked about this in another video, but this, I actually got overwhelmed looking at this right here, because we do got this steel door right here. Paid $1,400 for the steel door, but it is a lot more security. It's really, really secure. When you open your door or somebody rings the doorbell, you don't have to worry about them kind of reaching through here and, you know, taking the door off or popping the door off. But they do need maintenance. The little rust spots, that's why I got a little bit overwhelmed, because there's quite a bit of little rust spots. This is 1.5 years old, and it was supposed to be powder coated, but all these little rust spots got to be scrubbed down with vinegar and water. And you scrub them down with a little bit of vinegar and water, and then you don't put too much vinegar. You don't want it, and don't put it all over this. You don't want to mess it up the paint. Just like with a Q-tip and vinegar and water on just that right there, the little parts that you're going to paint, you don't want it all over, because you don't want the vinegar to mess up the rest of the paint. Just like dab a little bit of vinegar and water on to convert it right here. And then that's the thing why I use with vinegar and water, because I use it for the car also. If you don't want to use vinegar and water, there's a company called Eastwood and got fast etch, and you could use fast etch. But this right here I converted last year, and it went through all season, but I never top coated it, and you see it's pitting all again right here. So there's quite a bit of jobs that I got to do to maintain, to keep everything from rusting. But if we live in the Midwest area, guess what, you're always going to have to deal with rust. So either way, these are some projects coming up. Talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share.